What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be reacting to the final episode of By the Grace of the Gods. This one's titled The Beginning of a New Era with the Slimes. Oh boy, another show coming to an end. This entire week is just going to be shows coming to an end, unfortunately, but it's going to be sad to see this one go. I don't know, as of right now, there is no confirmed sequel, as far as I'm aware. There might be one coming soon-ish. I mean, this series has been very, very chill. I don't know how well it's done over in Japan, of course, but it's just been a very chill series, and it's been very drama-free, plot-free for the most part. Like, there's still some, like, story and things that are continuing on, but it's never been, like, high-stakes story. It's just been more fun, relaxing, feel-good type things, which is pleasant. You need something like this every season. Is it the greatest example of an isekai I've ever seen? Obviously not. Is it the greatest feel-good show I've ever seen? Probably not, but it's good. I can't really fault it for anything, except maybe the art style. I feel like it's simple, but it kind of plays into that. This is the same studio that is working on, what was it this season? Standing on a Million Lives, that we've just finished. And realistically, I feel like their animation quality works for this show. Doesn't quite work as well for Million Lives, because Million Lives is much more action and seems to be a bit more plot heavy, so I'm hoping they step up their game for the next part that's coming, although I kind of worry about that side of things. But for a show like this, the animation art style isn't really too big of a problem, and honestly the CG on the Slimes isn't even that jarring at this point. Like, it's pretty quick to get over how their CG in the world isn't. It's honestly pretty easy. But yeah, last time we were doing a training session for taming magic, and we're learning about taming a bird and using their eyesight to extend ours and like merge it, basically like VR headset, but you take control like a bird or something, which is kind of weird. Yeah, moving forward, we're going to the limit bird annual migration, going down to the lake and the frogs. What are the name of the frogs? There were actually like a name for them. Quell frogs. It's the Quell frog hunt, which they sell for like really well as like medicinal products and such. So adventurers come and do that, which is why we were selling the waterproof cloths, because those would be very, very popular and would ultimately make us a lot of money as well. Not to mention that they'll probably be wanting to have the laundry done as well after getting soaking wet in the lake. So more than likely, Ryoma is profiting a lot thanks to this. However, we do see you have to use music to tame a limberbird, and they have to like the music for them to accept and want to become a familiar for you. This one guy didn't really get that, and they kind of like, essentially the birds were like a mocking boo almost towards him, which is not a pleasant sound really. And then he decides, you know what? No, screw you, I'm going to attack you with a sword. I'm going to attack a bird that's flying above my head with a sword. Yeah, as you can imagine, didn't go well. They actually do have wind magic, so they just attacked him and he was just left running. However, a special rare version, I forget what it's called. Was it called like a nightmare? Was it a nightmare bird? I think a nightmare lemur bird? I think it was nightmare or something like that. It was a pretty dark name. But Ryoma, since he has mental pain resistance, he managed to survive its essentially attack of like its noise attack that kind of like confuses you, forces you to grab your head and you can't think straight. Manages to fend it off, and they kind of share a glance, so it makes me think maybe he's about to go tame that bird. But I'm curious to see where they want to go with that. Hirowareta did not get a limber bird because they were all pretty much scared off after that entire incident. So we're gonna have to come back another day to try and tame them again, because they'll probably be back because they're hunting the Quell frogs. So more than likely they're gonna have to come back if they want to feed on the Quell frogs. So we'll get another chance. At least we might be. Beginning of a new era, I'm going to guess. Well, Hirowareta is about to head off to the capital for school, if I remember correctly. And in theory, unless we're going to the capital ourselves, we wouldn't really see her for another 3 years. So yeah. Yeah, it might be a while before we see her again, but I'm not quite sure how the anime would adapt that. I know, apparently, like, there is a time skip, and, like, the manga went through it pretty quickly, but the light novel's now adapting. I forget how exactly the original material works, but they vary in their approach to the time skip. Like, I think the light novel isn't actually at the time skip, or is it the manga's not? One of them has not got to the time skip yet because it's going through in more detail and adding more stuff. But one did go to the time skip. Something like that. You guys know what I mean. Probably. I hope some of you know what I mean, because otherwise I'm in shit. Anyway, let's load the episode up here. As per usual, for the last time this season, these are timer-based format reactions. Bottom left of the screen, you're going to see the timer for the episode. I count down 3, 2, 1, play. Now I'll play, you start the episode, I start the episode, and we'll be in sync. We'll watch this one on Funimation as per usual, since that's who utilizes it this season. Just the Funimation logo to start, so about 7 seconds of logos, and then we'll get into the episode. You can also use screen flash on my face or the mic to tell when the scene is transitioning. And with all that said, let's just get into the final episode of By the Grace of the Gods, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, play. Funimation logo, cheers to that. Here we go. Everything working just as intended. Yep. Giving you a... Oh, we're skipping OP? We might be skipping OP. Seems like it. And yes, they never returned, did they? Hmm. Yep. Yep. Okay, we're gonna base it on a novel. Please don't repeat it, because I'm sure it's gonna be bad. Into the punch. Mm-hmm. Heck, he goes to the capital once. He'll be able to visit whenever he wants. Wow. Gee. That's a creepy comment. Yeah. Yeah. Their faces, all their faces. Jesus Christ. You're gonna get a smack in a minute. Yes, he did. Hey, they're coming back. Yep, Nightmare Lima. Okay. Okay. So is Eliario going to be able to get the Nightmare? Oh. Okay. Determined to do it anyway. You can do this, Eliario. I think there's a good chance she's going to tame one here. It's a very weird shot that was for a long time. Like, if it was a bit more of a detailed skybox, maybe it would have made sense, but whatever. They haven't reacted negatively yet. Is that a good reaction? I think that's a good reaction. Yep. Well, there's a particularly shiny one right there. Oh, she's gonna get all of them. Holy shit. Was that 9 of them? Looks like 9, yeah. Unless there's one being hidden. Yeah, 9. Why is one sparkling, though? I'd like to know why that one's sparkly. He's gonna get the Nightmare one, surely. What's he actually gonna do here? Oh yeah, they've never seen a guitar, have they? Imagine if he played like some heavy rock or something. That'd be one way to get a Nightmare Limo Bird, wouldn't it? That would be something. Please do, that'd be hilarious. There will certainly be a unique sound for these birds, at least. It's a very weird shot. The Nightmare. Oh shit, he did get the Nightmare. It's probably mutual respect. Now she has to remind him. There's probably a mutual respect built upon them. It's like, probably wouldn't make a contract with anyone who's, like, music is one thing, but also physical competency. So he also has, not only does he have a certain amount of slimes, but he also has a rare bird now. Jesus Christ. Not going to mention the fact that it's the goddamn Nightmare as well. We're not going to mention the Nightmare? Yes, like that one looks pretty rare as well. I'm glad we finally mentioned it. It's going to be the exact opposite. So, Nightmare and, like, what? Phantom, okay. The Nightmare and Phantom. Light and Dark, okay. Okay, so she got one up on him. Okay. No birds for you. Yep. Just a little bit. I guess we're having like some celebration now. Yeah, huge banquet, of course. Mm-hmm. Okay. Ooh. Mm-hmm. More than likely. Oh, they're gonna have horrible hangovers. What if you can cure hangovers with magic? I assume you could in some way. Makes sense. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But she doesn't necessarily want to go. Mm-hmm. Potentially. People think they weren't worthy? Oh, okay. What mistake? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. But reputation spread very quickly. Oh, he was just an arsehole, okay. Mm-hmm. What a prick. Oh, Slime's coming to comfort. Adorable. Everyone makes mistakes. I wouldn't change it. Mm-hmm. Oh, fancy. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. Yes. Return it to me once I complete my school, I guess. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. I mean, probably. Do you have something? Okay. Yeah, yeah, it is. He's playing over this. Still got plenty of time in this episode, though. Yes. And once he's been there once, he can just go back whenever. Yeah. Obviously. Mm-hmm. Yep, the first time she gets a break from school. Really? Sounds about right. Of course. Still got a little bit to go, even now. Oh, the gods. Hey again. It's been a while. Mm-hmm. He will. Mm-hmm. Alright. And that's it. Yes, it is. Oh, that was good. That was a good ending. Golf claps, golf claps. Yeah, that was a good way to end it. That's exactly how I expected them to really end it. Nice little fitting moment between them. But yeah, that was exactly what it needed to be. Like it's very chill. Not a lot really happens, but this was very much a slice of life isekai rather than the typical adventuring hero isekai that is the predominant type of story you get. But this just worked well. It was cute. It was relaxing, chill, happy stories. It's like I've said before, you need a story, you need a show like this just to mix it up a little bit every season. Like if you constantly only watch like dramatic and sad stuff like Jujutsu Kaisen or Higurashi or to an extent maybe Akudama Drive or The Day I Became a God, those types of shows, it will wear down you eventually. You just want something to lighten the mood, cheer up and relax and have a laugh with. By the Grace of the Gods hit that pretty well. As of right now, I don't believe there was any sequel announcements. I'll just double check now real quick whilst I can. Copycat is apparently rescheduled for May. That's good to know. Otherwise, nothing else new. Promised Neverland manga is getting a one-shot at some point. No more sequel news by the looks of things. Just upcoming stuff for next season. And yeah, no more announcements. As far as I can see of new stuff. Where's the most recent one? Most recent one would have been, what? Tonikawa? Yeah, Tonikawa. And the World Trigger Season 3 announcement. Okay, yeah, so no news whether this will be getting a second season. I mean, I wouldn't mind if it did. I think, though, that the studio, Maho Film, I think they've very much leaned on Standing on a Million Lives by the looks of things. So it looks like that's going to be their main focus now. Maybe By the Grace of the Gods will come late next year as well. But it's either that or they would move on to another project afterwards. They started with If It's For My Daughter, I'd Even Defeat Demon Lord, which was an okay show. The main character got on my nerves after a while, though. Standing on a Million Lives really has redeemed itself over time, I think. I still don't think it's especially great or anything, but I see the potential in it. And apparently the next season, now that we've got kind of the baseline out of the way, apparently the next stories from the 5th quest onwards are meant to ramp up, so I'm looking forward to that. I hope that now that they're not working on 2 projects and they've got Grace of the Gods out of the way, and now they're focused exclusively on Million Lives right now, until they announce something new, of course. I'm hoping maybe that means their action sequences might have a bit of an uptick, because I feel like for an action drama fantasy, the action's very lacking in Million Lives, but that should pick up over time. But this one was exactly what it needed to be, and I wouldn't have minded some higher art quality, but realistically the show wasn't reliant on it. It was reliant on just the cutesy and chill vibes that it all came out with. So, yeah, just a fun series, and I can't really fault it for it. It won't be the highest rated of the season, obviously, but it's not going to be the lowest rated either, I can guarantee that right now. So, thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed this series as much as I did. Leave a like if you did, as well as your comments what you thought of this final episode and the series as a whole. If you think there's likely a chance for a second season, if you're looking forward to a second season, if they eventually get there, please let me know. And as per usual, don't forget to hit subscribe as well. To see next week, well, not next week's episode, I'm so used to saying that at this point. To see the rest of the full 2020 lineup that's also wrapping up over the course of the next week on this channel, as well as the Winter 2021 preview that will be coming out by around about the weekend or so, I imagine. And then the ratings and stuff for this past season as well will be coming. Plenty of bonus content coming other than just the reactions that are slowing down, so stay tuned for those. Thank you for watching. Until next time, see you guys later.